4-2 Spider! 4-2 Spider! Pound 55 weak! Slab! Cobra! Igloo! Down! Go! Green 25! Moves! Ready? Cricket! Ready, ready! Easy! Ready, go! Easy! Jackrabbit! Come on, set! Spider! Ready, ready! Set!
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. Bulldozes his way through. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Out of the gun, the give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Release to the back. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
Right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Breaks the tackle. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 4th down, looking to pass. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking for room. It's James. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Got room to work. There he goes. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're working that left side. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Caught at the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Rainbow Warriors line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Tollefson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Here's a heat. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. To the air on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll give it to him again. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to pass. Rush is on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Complete in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now they'll run it to the right here. Running to Green. It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Right back to the well. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Tollefson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running to the left. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly. And they secure the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Young. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. There he goes. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Got his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish! With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
This quarterback part of their running game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt, but I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
The Rainbow Warriors just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Dumps it to the back. Complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because it...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the shot. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise.
Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that's not the way this quarterback wanted to go. Obviously, when you're left-handed, you don't want to be going to your right, but a nice job using his fundamentals, getting his body turned around to help him make an accurate throw.
He's got the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Wants to throw again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Warriors! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's James. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Lowers those pads. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Let's go.
Direct snap. Buys a little time. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Barres. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel it.
And down he goes back at the 3. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to fire to the left. It's caught. He'll step out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and man, oh man, all of a sudden they've got great field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
He'll take it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Hawaii. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week. Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And the kick bounces out of bounds. They will not get the onside attempt, but they will draw a flag. A run for the quarterback.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Wants to fire on second down. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And the Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the sneaks it into the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hall. Hall down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner is stopped. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, trying to find his man.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.